Have you ever found out the person you trusted most was lying to you? I did, and the discovery cost me my life. I died on my 30th birthday in my beautiful penthouse apartment. The poison burned my throat. My husband, Armand, held my hand and smiled as the world went dark. But suddenly, my eyes opened again. I was in my old bedroom, and I was 18 years old. The calendar on the wall showed the year was 10 years in the past. My phone showed a photo of Armand, young and handsome. He was not a killer yet. Or was he? My heart pounded with fear and hope. I had a second chance. This time, I would learn the truth. This time, I would not be the victim. I remembered everything from my first life. Armand and I met at university when I was 20. He was charming and rich. My family loved him. We married when I was 25. We lived in a luxurious penthouse with a stunning skyline view. I thought I was the happiest woman alive. However, in this second life, I was different. I was stronger. I decided to wait and watch. I would not marry him so fast. 3 weeks after my rebirth, I saw him again. He was at a coffee shop near campus. He smiled at me, the same perfect smile. "Hello, I'm Armand," he said. My blood ran cold. But I smiled back. "I'm Isabel," I said calmly. We talked. He was polite and sweet, just like before. But now, I saw the small things. The way his eyes watched people. The way he controlled the conversation. I did not trust him. We started meeting for coffee. I pretended to like him. I listened carefully to every word. One day, he talked about his family. "My father is very strict," he said. "He controls everything." I remembered his father from my first life. A cold, powerful man. Armand hated him. But in my first life, Armand had become exactly like his father. I needed to find out why. I decided to search his apartment. It was risky. He lived in a fancy high-rise building with a doorman. I told the doorman I was his sister. He believed me. I used the elevator to go to Armand's floor. My hands were shaking as I opened the door. The apartment was beautiful, with expensive art and a large balcony. I searched quickly. In his desk, I found letters. They were from his father. The letters were threatening. "You must marry a rich girl. You must take control of the company. Or I will cut you off." The secret was out. Armand needed money. He was not marrying me for love. He was marrying me for my family's wealth. But why did he kill me? I needed to know more. As I left the apartment, I saw a car parked outside. A man was watching me. Was it one of his father's men? I had to be careful. Weeks passed. Armand asked me to be his girlfriend. I said yes, but I kept my distance. I watched him closely. He was always on his phone, whispering. I pretended not to notice. One evening, he invited me to a party on a rooftop terrace. It was fancy. Rich people drank champagne and laughed. Armand introduced me to his father, Mr. Dubois. Mr. Dubois was a tall man with cold eyes. "So you are Isabelle," he said, looking me up and down. "Your family has money, but no real power." I felt insulted, but I smiled. "Power is not everything, sir," I replied. Armand looked nervous. Later that night, I overheard them talking in a corner. "She is not smart enough," Mr. Dubois said. "But she will do. Get her to sign the prenuptial agreement. Once you control her family's assets, we can get rid of her." My heart stopped. Get rid of her. That is what they did in my first life. They killed me after 10 years of marriage, once they had full control of my money. The poison was their plan all along. I felt sick. I wanted to run away. But I could not. If I ran, they might find another girl. I had to stop them forever. I needed proof. The next day, I met Armand. "Let's go to your penthouse," I said sweetly. "I want to see the view." He was happy. We went to his duplex penthouse. It was beautiful, with a terrace overlooking the city. While he poured drinks, I placed a small voice recorder under the sofa. I recorded everything he said. I asked him about his father. "He is a difficult man," Armand said, his voice hard. "But I will do what he says. I always do." That was all I needed. The recording was proof of his plan. But Armand was not stupid. As I was leaving, he grabbed my arm. "What were you doing near my desk last week?" he asked, his eyes narrow. My blood froze. The doorman must have told him. "I was looking for the bathroom," I lied. He stared at me for a long time. Then he smiled, but it was not a nice smile. "You are a clever girl, Isabelle," he said. "Don't try to be too clever." I knew then that I was in danger. The game was getting dangerous. I had the recording, but I needed more. I needed to separate Armand from his father. In my first life, Armand had a secret: he loved painting. His father forbade it, calling it a waste of time. I remembered seeing canvases hidden in a closet. I decided to use this. I bought art supplies and sent them to Armand anonymously. I left a note for the artist inside. He was confused at first. But then he started painting again, secretly. I could see the happiness in his eyes. For the first time, he looked human. I told him I knew about his art. It is beautiful, I said. You should not hide it. He was shocked. My father would kill me, he whispered. No, I said. You can be free. But you must choose. I played him the recording. He listened, his face turning white. You recorded me, he asked, angry. Yes, I said. To protect myself. Your father wants you to marry me for money and then get rid of me. Is that what you want? He was silent for a long time. No, he finally said. I never wanted to hurt anyone. We made a plan. We would confront his father together. We went to the penthouse. Mr. Du Bois was there, drinking whiskey. Father, Armand said, his voice shaking. I am not going to marry Isabelle for her money. Mr. Du Bois stood up, his face red with anger. You are a fool, he shouted. I have planned everything for you. Armand played the recording. Mr. Du Bois went pale. You will go to the police, I said. Or this recording goes to everyone. You will lose everything. Mr. Du Bois looked at his son with pure hatred. You are dead to me, he hissed. Then he left. The penthouse was quiet. Armand sat down, looking broken. It is over, he said. I have nothing now. You have your freedom, I replied. And your art. He looked at me, tears in his eyes. Why did you help me? I thought about my first life, about the poison and the pain. Because everyone deserves a second chance, I said. We stood on the balcony, looking at the skyline. It was a new beginning. But I still wondered, in my first life, was it only his father's idea? Or did a part of Armand want me dead? I might never know the full truth. Armand and I did not get married. He became a full-time artist. I went back to university and studied law. We stayed friends, but the trust was never fully there. I had changed the future. I was alive. But the scars of my first life remained. Sometimes, I woke up at night, thinking I could taste poison. The lesson I learned is this: knowledge is power. When you know the truth, you can fight back. But you must be brave. Fighting betrayal is not easy. It can break your heart. It can make you see ugly things in people you love. However, it is better to live in painful truth than in comfortable lies. My name is Isabelle Moreau. I died once, but I lived again. I took control of my fate. You can too. Always watch, always listen, and never believe everything someone tells you. Your life is precious. Protect it. Thank you for listening to my story. If you want to hear another dramatic English story, subscribe to this channel. We have new stories every day to help you learn English. See you in the next video.